Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the ACC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
The linebacker shifting around now. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's caught. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes a tackle and picks up nice.
Makes a spectacular diving catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And the Cougars looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Can the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal? Oh, it's snapped to the back.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Testing the right side here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
on the double. 29 Philly.
Ball handed off. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. An inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And that is just a great job by this defense on 3rd down. Getting penetration, they come up with a loss. Now, it's a big decision. 4th down, as an offensive coordinator, you've been going backwards. What do you call?
And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes where there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
He stays alive. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the defense wraps him up. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And here's the handoff. Hits into space at the 50. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Nice 1st down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Makes a quick grab. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Pass caught, 2nd down now.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the foot.
Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. But what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. And the Cougars will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's third down. They got to get after this quarterback, and instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it to the left. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive. Running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Snags the quick throw. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Direct snap to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Time is running out before halftime and cut into this now 2-possession lead. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looking to scramble. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46. The offense going with the hurry up. The back's got it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Linebacker shifting around now. Pressure is coming. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
And they've got him. This will likely be the last play of the half. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Cougars will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Third down, out of the shotgun. He escapes the sack. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Goes out after a nice gain. A sign of life here by the offense. And the Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The game makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the left side. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they get a real shot to cut into this lead.
The game makes it second and medium. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Aggie is hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down last time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass is caught. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And the Cougars will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. We're going to pass here on 2nd down. He'll throw it now. And they get to completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Cougars trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown for Brigham Young.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They'll try to add the lead now for PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. On the run here, lets it go. Finds his target. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. That's a design quarterback keeper. Great cut there. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
He'll earn the first down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Touchdown, BYU. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. And the Aggies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Back to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Turn starts inside the 15. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Finding some room at the 25. They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Give it to the back again. That one moves the ball across the 40. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. We'll try to run it with the option. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Offense comes out here, one last chance, one possession game. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Eludes the rush. Rifles this football to the left. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. They cover an onside kick. You never know.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the BYU Cougars.